Hi guys, so this video is going to be about why God lets bad things happen in our lives sometimes, because obviously we're human, we're on earth, like not everything in our life is going to be perfect. We're not going to live in a completely sin-free world, sin-free life, because we are just humans and believers of God in a world that can be so dark and so evil and so full of sin and just full of things that God doesn't like, just because that's how our world is. And so I've been thinking a lot about, why does God let bad things bad things happen to us in our lives and everything like that. And I truly believe that it's because God is using all things for our own good, which is a verse that I love so much, just about like, in all things he is working everything together for our good. And it's just comforting me right now, because I've been through so much recently, and I just think back to the time when I literally, what made me come to God was being sexually assaulted while going on a date. And it changed me. It really changed me. Like, that is when I prayed for the first time in so long. Was two days after that happened to me. I was in such a dark place. I literally was in such a bad depression. I was just completely dissociated out of my body. Like, I didn't feel safe going anywhere at all. Like, just being around any people at all in public, like any person looking at me could just feel so, like, it makes me feel like I'm in danger. And I still struggle with this, um like hypervigilance. But I'm gonna go back to, like, why God will let those things happen to us. Because you could look at my situation and be like, why did he allow that to happen? Like, if I'm his chosen one, if I'm his child, then why would he allow something so awful to happen to me that, like, changed my entire heart and my life completely? And I truly believe it was for my for my good. It was for my higher purpose, because I truly was on such a bad path in life. Like, I don't want to say I'm ashamed of the path that I was on, because I'm not in that path anymore. I got off of it, thank God. All glory to him, seriously. But I was doing sexual content. I was like just really selling myself just to survive and make money, and surviving all on my own with no help from family or anything like that. And that, like, became my identity. It was like every day I woke up and I was like, I'm chasing a bag. Like, how much money can I make today? And doing that in a way that God hates, that, like, in a way that is sinful, in a way that I'm absolutely not proud of at all. But at that time, I didn't really understand, like, truly how bad that stuff was. But I needed that bad thing to happen to me so that I could redirect my entire life. And I truly believe that God will, like, allow certain bad things to happen so that you can come closer to him, so that you can realize that we don't need all these things that we think that we need in the world. We don't need a whole lot of money. We don't need to be successful in that way and flaunting our wealth and all those things. Like, it says so many times in Proverbs, I'm reading Proverbs right now, about how it's better to have little and to be righteous and a believer in God than to be extremely wealthy and have no belief in God and not have him in your life. You know what I mean? And so I'm trying to really put that into work. And it's so much better to live this way, living for God every day, reading my Bible every day, praying every day, and staying close to him. And through that, I realized, like I said, like, he will allow bad things to happen to you so that it brings you closer to him. Like, truly, I will never forget the day, 2 days after that thing happened to me, that I was so down that I just prayed to God. And I was like, I actually got it on video, and I was like, I can't remember what I said, but I just know I prayed, I cried out to him, and I literally just like saw him and I heard his voice, and I was like, wow, like it was just so powerful. And I kind of doubted at first. I was like, is that really him? Like, am I just kind of imagining this? Like, is God even real? And now that I'm super strong in my faith and super close to him every day now, I realized, like, yes, that absolutely was him talking to me, and he saved me on that day. And I'm so grateful that I heard his voice, and that when I prayed to him, he heard me and he made himself known to me and everything like that. But yeah, I'm like truly grateful for everything that I've been through, because I've been through so much at such a young age. Like, it is, no one could even understand like how much I've been through at such a young age. But I truly think it's because I had such an awful childhood and like my young adult years, which I'm literally still in. Like, I'm still a teenager, I'm still 19. But um I truly believe like all the things that I've been through that were bad, like they shaped me into the person that I am today, so that I could talk to people about God, so that I could connect to people emotionally, so that I could be someone that people come to and lean on, and come to God like through me, you know what I mean? And so I truly think that everything that we've been through, God works it together for our highest good. And there's nothing that we go through just out of spite. Like, there's nothing that God is putting us through just to make us suffer. Like, that's not how it works. He does things so that we could remember He is all that we need, and we don't need the successes of the world that the world tells us we need to chase. We don't need to chase money. We don't need to chase all that. We just need to chase God and changing our hearts and being more like Him, and letting the Spirit work through us and purify us and everything like that. And wow, I'm just like really reflecting, y'all. I moved into my childhood home and I've been here for like a week now, and I'm gonna start posting more consistently because I kind of fell off for that little week. But I just had to get settled into this new space and everything like that. But I just feel like I'm now in a place where I can stop focusing on chasing money, because I don't have this crazy rent amount that I need to pay every month, and I don't need to bust my butt doing sexual content and stuff so that I could pay my rent. Thank the Lord. I was praying for so long for Him to get me out of that awful situation, and He gave me a way out when there was no way. And now I feel like my heart is like settling. Like, I feel like I can relax now. I feel like I don't have any worries at all. Like, I truly can just focus on my mission, which is spreading the word to you guys and being active in church and everything like that. But I love you guys so much. If you ever want to talk about anything, just leave me a comment, because I absolutely adore answering your comments and praying over you guys, whatever the case may be. But I love you so much, and God lets bad things happen to us so that we can come closer to Him and realize that He is all that we need. And sometimes we have to get into a very low place, a very quiet place. Sometimes a lot of things will be taken away from us, and life feels so quiet and just sad. And let me tell you, that is the best time to hear God's voice, because when life is so quiet is when you can hear His whisper, because God truly, He is a quiet person. He whispers to us. He really gives us very quiet words in our ear, very quiet signs, and He's not someone that is shouting at us ever. So sometimes we really have to be in a quiet place in our life in order to hear God and hear what He is saying to us and what He wants for us and everything like that. But I love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.